JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, 10 Cubans in police custody after allegedly trespassing in Trelawney Hotel. 10 Cubans have been processed by police after allegedly trespassing in a hotel in Trelawney on Saturday. The development has been confirmed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force Corporate Communications Unit, CCU. Reports are that the Cubans were discovered around 2 a.m. on the Excellence Resort property. It is not clear how the group arrived on the property. However, a source noted that while the group was spotted on a section of the property, it was after one went to a member of staff and asked for a phone charger that the hotel realized that they were not guests at the facility. It is understood hospitality was shown to the group as the hotel waited the arrival of the police who were called. They were later taken to the Falmouth Public General Hospital. Haitians arrested in Portland. At least 9 Haitians were picked up by the Portland police during an early morning operation in the vicinity of Hector's River, a community located near the border of Portland and St. Thomas. The group was picked up shortly after 7 o'clock after the police were alerted by residents about the presence of strangers traveling along a road near Hector's River. Police sources said they were unable to determine where the Haitians actually landed, but they were quick to point out that based on where the Haitians were spotted and picked up, it is likely that they may have landed near the Hector's River border. So far, the Haitians have been rushed to the Port Antonio Hospital as their conditions were considered to be dire, as some appeared to be severely dehydrated and underfed. A search has since been launched for more Haitians, who the police said may have filtered into nearby communities. Meantime, the police have issued a stern warning to residents in the Hector's River and Long Road that it is illegal to harbor illegal migrants and also highlighted health concerns. 2 shot, 1 fatally in Westmoreland robbery. A man was shot and killed, and another wounded in Ashton, Westmoreland on Thursday. The deceased is 32-year-old Alfred Buckridge, otherwise called Bug, a farmer of Ashton District. Reports from the Savlamore police are that about 10:55 p.m., Buckridge was among patrons at a bar when armed men proceeded to rob them. Buckridge and another man ran in an attempt to escape the robbery. The gunmen opened gunfire at them before fleeing the scene. The police were called, and the wounded men taken to hospital, where Buckridge was pronounced dead. The other man is receiving treatment. Taxi operator accused of hitting policeman with car charged. The 33-year-old taxi operator who allegedly hit a policeman with a motor car on Knutsford Boulevard in Kingston on November 9 has been charged with attempted murder. He is Peter Johnson of Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. The police say about noon, Johnson was being prosecuted for several traffic offences when he drove a Toyota Probox in the direction of a policeman who was hit by the passenger door of the vehicle. The Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force says the policeman fired a round at Johnson in defense of his life, and Johnson was hit in the leg. He was taken to hospital where he was treated and released. Johnson was subsequently arrested on charge with attempted murder. He is scheduled to appear before the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on February 16, 2024. Boom Boom allegedly stabs man to death, wounds another in Manchester. A 25-year-old man has been charged with murder after he allegedly stabbed a man to death and wounded another during a dispute on Main Street, Manchester on December 23. Charged with murder and wounding with intent is O'Shane Clark, otherwise called Boom Boom, of Savoy, Christian in the parish. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Stephen McClocking, otherwise called Rice Bag. Reports from the Mandeville police are that about 1 a.m., an argument developed between the 3 men and an altercation occurred. McClocking and the other man were reportedly stabbed several times all over their bodies by Clark. Both men were taken to the hospital, where McClocking was pronounced dead and the other man was treated and later released. Clark was arrested during a police operation and interviewed in the presence of his attorney, where he was charged with the offences. Loaded gun seized in Trelawney, man arrested. The police in Trelawney have arrested a man following the seizure of a .40 Smith & Wesson semi-automatic pistol that was fitted with a magazine containing 3.40mm rounds of ammunition in Greenwood District. His identity has been withheld pending further investigations. Reports from the Falmouth police are that about 8:55 p.m. on Thursday, lawmen were on operation in the area where they reportedly observed the man running into a shop. The police chased him, accosted him, searched him, and found the gun. The police team then searched the premises and found a magazine and a lottery scamming paraphernalia. The man was taken into custody. Clarendon businesses brace some more losses amid extension of toll-free highway travel. Business owners in Clarendon are bracing for more losses with the continued toll-free access by motorists traversing the Williamsville leg of the East-West Highway. The government announced an additional 3 months of toll-free travel on the new segment of the highway up to March 31. The period is extended after an initial 3 months. Operators of businesses along that stretch say over the last 3 months, they have seen a significant fall-off in business. Owner of Juicy Patty's Ju Kitchen says while he's disappointed by the extension, the business has managed to survive due to its network of stores.
Our business has fallen significantly. Business fall by about half. But luckily we have more than one store, so we can survive. My sympathy goes to the persons who are, one bar, one fruit stall, one coconut stall, and they're virtually on the verge of collapse right now. We get a 3-month extension again, so we're disappointed, but we can cope.
Courtney Murray, the owner of Murray's Fish and the Jerkut, said he has also lost at least 50% of sales so far, and an extension on toll-free usage will only compound matters.
Hearing now that the toll road will be free for another 3 months really is of concern. Fortunately, we didn't lay off any staff because we knew it was only 3.5 months. We would be able to work with it, maybe less hours for the staff to work, but at least everybody will still have their job. Now that it's another 3 months before we can see what kind of the real impact it would have on the business is of great concern because it wasn't easy. Any business at all that you lose 50% of your sales is a great level of concern. So hearing this now, I really don't even know what to say because we would now have to wait another 3 months to see what the real impact of the highway will have on our business. So that is really bad news for us, to be honest.
Kidnapping foiled. In a dramatic turn of events, the St. Catherine North Police rescued a Spanish-town businessman who had been kidnapped by gunmen. The victim was taken away from his Brunswick Avenue business place by armed men who allegedly demanded an undisclosed sum of money for his release. The incident occurred sometime after 11 p.m. on Thursday. Reports are that in response to intelligence, the police swiftly arrived at a premises in LOC Gardens where they encountered resistance from gunmen. A fatal exchange of gunfire ensued, resulting in the demise of one suspect. 2 others were apprehended and a .38 revolver seized from the crime scene. Senior Superintendent of Police Howard Chambers commended the police's swift and decisive action that rescued the kidnapped individual. "I believe it was a quick, certain and confident action of the police that saved this man's life. He was found with bruises and swelling all over his body and was extremely elated when the police got to him," Chambers disclosed. However, this triumph was met with skepticism from angry residents. Claiming injustice, locals set up a roadblock, disputing the police version of what transpired. They insisted that the victim, identified as 35-year-old Donald Brown, a bar owner in LOC Gardens, was dragged out of his business place by police personnel and shot behind his establishment. Police dismissed this narrative, stating that the man was not from the area and remained unidentified. Chambers addressed the rift, emphasizing the division's positive relationship with citizens. "It was a lack of knowledge on the part of the residents that led to the roadblock," he stated, assuring that the incident would not strain police community harmony. Amid the controversy, Chambers highlighted the division's 20% reduction in major crimes, expressing confidence in maintaining this trend into the new year. He cautioned citizens against harboring strangers or fugitives in their communities. Woman accused of plotting robbery of Flow store in St. Anne offered bail. A 20-year-old woman accused of plotting with a group of robbers to break into a Flow store in Claremont, St. Anne last week was offered bail on Wednesday when she appeared before the St. Anne Parish Court. Brittany Grant, a resident of Ledford, Golden Grove in the parish, was granted bail in the sum of $200,000 on charges of shopbreaking, larceny and conspiracy. Prosecutors allege that Grant was employed as a customer service agent at the store, plotted, planned, and provided vital information to the robbers on how to enter the building. The men broke into the store on December 17 and stole almost $2 million and more than 20 cell phones valued at over $200,000. Grant is jointly charged with 30-year-old Demario Finnegan, a bus driver, who was caught in possession of the stolen items. During the bail application for Grant, defense attorney Oswest Senior Smith argued that his client strongly denies the allegations. He said Ms. Grant gave a detailed statement to the police in the presence of 2 justices of the peace, explaining how she's acquainted with Finnegan through her boyfriend and that he had told her he wanted to rob the store, but she didn't take him seriously. Finnegan was captured when the police intercepted a bus transporting the robbers. 2 men jumped from the coaster bus and escaped. The cops recovered the stolen phones in the vehicle. Grant, who is also charged with the offense of misprision of felony, is scheduled to return to court on January 2, 2024. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.